history, culture, art, music, architecture, and gastronomy. If we had to describe the Sicilian capital city in one word, it would be vibrant. Being the most conquered city in the world, Palermo is a cultural melting pot with an incredible amount of things to do, see, and eat. Odds are you will always be stumbling across something new on its lively streets. Here are 5 things to do in one day in Palermo. Subscribe to travel with us through all 20 regions of Italy.
First up, a DIY food tour in Palermo.
I'm really nervous about this.
Are we supposed to eat the bones? That's delicious.
It's a bit much for me.
Being a cultural melting pot, it's no wonder why the Sicilian capital city has a thriving street food culture. With a mouth-watering concoction of legendary dishes with bold flavors. Head to the Capo, Bolaro, and Vucceria markets, where you can try everything from the classic arancina
It's a good thing I wore my stretchy pants.
to some, interesting Sicilian street food delicacies.
Apparently, if you're having Palermo street food, this is something you have to try, so just gonna overlook my fear of it. We're just gonna go for it.
And for a walk on the wild side, return to the Vucceria market at night, where the vibe will take your senses for a ride.
I'm pretty in love with it.
Number 2, the Palermo Cathedral. Dedicated to the Assumption of the Virgin Mary, the main characteristic of this beautiful architectural giant is the many different styles it displays, being a mix of Gothic, medieval, Arabic, and neoclassical, which are a result of its numerous restorations and additions from the time of its creation in 1184 up until the 18th century. Inside the cathedral, there are several royal tombs and crypts, including the tomb of King Roger II, members of the medieval Sicilian royal families, and the treasury of the cathedral. In 2015, this cathedral was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The church itself is free to enter. However, other parts of the cathedral can only be visited with a ticket, including the rooftop.
We are currently on the roof of the cathedral, and this view is unreal. You have a 360-degree view of Palermo. You see the water, you see the whole square and piazza from the top, and you get an up-close look at all of the towers and columns of the cathedral. It is absolutely breathtaking.
Number 3, Teatro Massimo. Inaugurated in 1897, it is Italy's largest opera house and the 3rd largest in Europe, after the ones in Paris and Vienna. This theater has hosted some of the most prolific singers and performers that the world has ever seen, including Pavarotti. The theater has a special movable ceiling made up of large frescoed wooden panels, which are controlled by a mechanism, and each can be separately opened to allow hot air to vent out. The Royal Box, the most sought-after seats of the entire theater, has a total of 27 seats and a private foyer, known as the Royal Sitting Room. Once the box of valiant kings, they are now reserved for the members of the regional parliament and the mayor of Palermo.
So one of the scenes in Godfather 3 was filmed right there in the royal box.
It's also reported that during World War II, pilots and bombardiers were ordered not to target the cathedral or Teatro Massimo. Number 4, the Marina, Mural, and Porta Felice. Venturing to the water will bring you to the Marina of Palermo. Here, you can get a pleasant break from the bustling city center. You can admire the tranquil boats and take a peaceful stroll along the seaside. In this same area, you will find the mural of Sicilian anti-mafia prosecutors Giovanni Falcone and Paolo Borsellino, who were murdered by the Sicilian mafia in separate bombings in 1992. Hailed as heroes of Sicily, their maxi trial of 1986 and 1987 against the Sicilian mafia was something unprecedented and can be credited as the ones who damaged the mafia the most in the course of history. Close to the mural, you'll find Porta Felice. Porta Felice is the monumental former city gate A walk through the ancient gate and up Via Vittorio Emanuele brings you to Via Maqueda and Quattro Canti. Quattro Canti, or the Four Corners, is considered to be the center of the historic quarters of the city and the heart of Palermo. The four ancient districts all converge here.
The Four Corners are known for their perfectly symmetrical facades. Each of them have 3 levels. The first level is the season, the second level is the king, and the third level is the saint.
In any season, at least one of the 4 districts is lit by the sunlight due to its shape. Quattro Canti is also in the middle of Via Maqueda.
And whether it's day or night, this street is pumping. It is full of restaurants and bars and shops, and there's just such a lively atmosphere here that it just feels like you're really in the heart of Palermo. Another reason this street is great is because there's so many restaurants that they all seem to have really great prices, probably to win your business. So you can get Aperol Spritz for €3, delicious pasta for €5. And in a city like this, prices can get pretty high. So it's really nice to get food for such a great deal that tastes delicious.
If you have extra time in Palermo and are looking for more places to visit and things to see, then be sure to head to the Norman Palace, the gorgeous Martorana Church, and the Catacombs. Comment below and let us know what you would recommend for a day in Palermo. To watch our complete Sicily series, the playlist link is in the description below. Subscribe to travel with us through all 20 regions of Italy.